Hey, ready for even more advanced strumming? Well, this time around we're going to look at even more ways to combine eighth notes and 16th notes all within one beat. So if you already know some advanced strumming or you've seen my previous videos, then you should be able to play rhythms that include things like dotted quarter notes to give you ghost drums and 16th notes, sometimes combined with eighth notes. And now we can start bringing some of these things together to look at dotted eighth notes. So let's start by going back and looking at dotted quarter notes, the ones that gave us ghost drums. While a regular quarter note takes up just one beat, a dotted quarter note takes up a beat and a half. This means when we put the dot on there, we've added half of the note's value. Another way to think about it is that a dotted quarter note is equal to 3 eighth notes, while a regular quarter note is just 2. So one way to figure out dotted notes is to split the note into whatever the next smallest note is, and just add one of them. So now we can look at a dotted eighth note. While a regular eighth note is going to be equal to 2 16th notes, when we put the dot on there, we have to add one more. So a dotted eighth note is really worth 3 16th notes. Now we have to think back to how our beats are split up, also called subdivision. You might remember that one beat can be split into 4 16th notes. And with a dotted eighth note, we're combining 3 of those 16th notes into one note, leaving us with 1 16th note left. Usually you'll see the first 3 16th notes combined into a dotted eighth note, leaving just the of the beat. Let me put this dotted 8th 16th combination on beat 2 and leave everything else as eighth notes. Now you might remember when we had dotted quarter notes, that would give us a ghost drum. And that when we're dealing with 16th notes, we've got to kick our right arm into a higher gear. While the ghost drum might not be as essential this time around, you can still do it if you get your arm moving with those 16th notes, which in this case you really only have to do for that 1 16th note. So if I were to count this rhythm, it would sound like this: 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. I'll play it on an open C chord for you and give you a little count in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 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 1. And just like our other combinations of eighth notes and 16th notes, we can flip this around, although it's a little bit less common this way. Here I've got my last 3 16th notes combined into a dotted eighth note, leaving that last 16th note right on the beat, and the dotted eighth note on the E of the beat. So if I leave it on beat 2 and give it a count, it'll sound a little something like this: 1 and 2 E, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E, 3 and 4 and 1. And if I give it a play, it'll sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 E, 3 and 4 and 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 1. And of course, to make things more interesting, I can put these back to back, combining the first 3 16th notes of beat 2, leaving the lone 16th note on the of 2, and combining the last 3 16th notes of beat 3, leaving the lone 16th note right on beat 3. And if I count this one first, it would go 1 and 2, 3 E, 4 and 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 1. And if I play it, it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 E, 4 and 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 1. So through combining all these different types of notes, there's a virtually unlimited number of rhythms and strumming patterns you could play. For now, just try and get these dotted 8th, 16th notes rhythms going, and I'll have more videos on combining all the different types of notes. So have fun, and as always, happy practicing.